The Steelers are open to considering Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, but the team has a lot of work ahead of them. Wilson, who's 36 and heading towards free agency, said his plan is to return to Pittsburgh next season, adding, quote, "I think we have a great football team. Obviously, it didn't end the way we wanted it to, and I think there's a lot more to do." Meantime, the Browns promoted Tommy Rees to offensive coordinator, according to NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero. Rees, who worked as a passing game specialist and tight ends coach last year, becomes one of the youngest coordinators in the NFL at age 32. This has been NFL Network Now on the Kingswood One Radio Network.
Lowe's knows how to help make your Super Bowl 59 party a touchdown. Let us help you prep your home to host with top brands like Charbroil, Blackstone, and LG, so you can be the MVP of game day. Plus, use the Lowe's app to find what you need for a seamless shopping run. Or huddle up with our Lowe's Red Vest associates to help make all your game time hosting decisions.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, brush teeth, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a Honey Buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work. Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
It is what is this? Oh, it's a Wednesday. Yes, January 15th, 2025. And coming up, a look at world and California news, local news, sports, financial news, weather, all sorts of good stuff heading your way on AM 1230 KXO. So, the fires in the Los Angeles area, we're praying. We feel for the people that have suffered in those fires, and people are reaching out to help. Just a word of advice. Yeah. Every GoFundMe account is not legitimate. Okay? Stick with the people you know. You know? The ones that are here and, have been here for years and going to be here for a while. Just a word of advice. The American Red Cross is typically a good place to start. Well, I'm Carroll. In the newsroom, it's Jared. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Carroll.
And let's see. I do understand that Governor Gavin Newsom has been warned that he should stay away from the fires in Los Angeles. Yeah. It seems most hair products are highly flammable. Yeah, I hate to see something happen. Okay. Coming up, some birthdays. We'll celebrate that. Are you on TikTok?
No.
Okay, well, TikTok. The clock running down on TikTok. And so what happens if you've got the TikTok app on your phone and it's no longer available? I don't know. I don't have the TikTok app on my phone.
You can ask Gabe. I think Gabe does.
The phone will still work. Okay. And let's see. We mentioned relief for the fire victims. Several organizations are providing relief for musicians who've been impacted by the LA County wildfires. The group Music Cares is providing $1,500 in financial assistance and a $500 grocery card. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, right? But I think most musicians that we know are more in need of a gift card to the local dispensary. We'll get through this, right? Okay. Birthdays, are you ready?
Birthday time.
Actor Margaret O'Brien from Meet Me in St. Louis and so many other 40s musicals. And she's 87 today. Actor Andrea Martin, 78. Actor-director Mario Van Peebles, 68. Actor James Nesbitt is 60. Actor Chad Lowe, 57. Actor-director Regina King, 54. Actor Dorian Messick, 49. Actor Eddie Cahill is 47. Pitbull is 44. Actor Victor Razak is 40. Actor Jesse Schramm is 39. Local birthdays coming up.
My name is Shelley Wilkinson, and I am an Imperial Valley Food Bank board member. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially among those struggling to find their next meal. As the main distribution center of donated food in Imperial County, we store, rescue, and purchase food in bulk to serve 25,000 people each month at over 30 locations. Join the fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley by donating online today at www.ivfoodbank.org.
Let's say happy birthday to Danny Slaughter, Aaron Martinez, Diane Avila, Emily Zarate, Jesse Galvez, Victor Pacheco, Bill Amadon, Isabel Castillo, John Michael Mitasinca Jr., Jose Gonzalez, Raul Moreno Jr., Lupe Eros, David Vidari, Martha Mendoza, Leticia Jaime, Sofia Moreno, Juana Sepulveda, Kimberly Phillips, Letty Campos, Martha Cabe, Tim Spill, Jesse De Los Santos, and happy anniversary, Bobby and Terry Allen. Okie dokie, those are the birthdays. And, okay, Jared, I love history. And looking back on this date in 1919, the Great Molasses Flood occurred in Boston when a storage tank burst, releasing over 2 million gallons of molasses into the streets. It caused 21 deaths and over 150 injuries. Yeah, locals at that time didn't know if they should run for their lives or start making pecan pies. 2 million gallons of molasses. That's a chunk. Okay. Are you ready for news?
I'm ready for news.
Okay, we are going to start, as we usually do, with a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
CBS News Brief. President-elect Trump's choice for Attorney General Pam Bondi is taking questions from lawmakers at her Senate confirmation hearing on Capitol Hill right now.
My overriding objective will be to return the Department of Justice to its core mission of keeping Americans safe and vigorously prosecuting criminals.
The FDA's just banned red dye number 3 from food and medicines like cough syrup. It was banned from cosmetics 35 years ago because of potential cancer risk. Extreme wind warnings are back in Southern California, where crews have just begun going through the wildfire rubble, looking for 30 people still missing. CAL FIRE's Robert Foxworthy.
It's a considerable amount of structures to search, thousands, and it's going to be a long process.
Death toll from the fires is up to 25. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news as the firefight continues in Southern California. Police say they made arrests for looting and arson.
On Sunday night, our North Hollywood officers responded to a call of a possible arson suspect who was using a barbecue lighter to light fires. Officers arrived on scene, and the suspect was arrested for an outstanding felony warrant for arson and booked into Valley Jail Section.
Police Commander Steve Emmerich with LA Police. About 88,000 Los Angeles County residents remain under mandatory evacuation orders due to the Palisades and Eaton fires. Close to another 85,000 residents still under evacuation warnings. LA Mayor Karen Bass avoiding questions about a recent overseas trip to Ghana.
Looking back, would you have taken that trip overseas?
You know, I am going to focus today on what we know.
Bass was at the inauguration of the new president of Ghana when the fires broke out last week. Returning the next day, she's facing criticism for making the trip despite a forecast that called for dangerously powerful winds. Comic-Con staying in San Diego through 2027. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that we breathe.
RuPaul's Drag Race is back with a wet and wild new season, and you can watch it all on MTV with Philo. What's Philo? It's 70-plus channels of live and on-demand TV for an unbeatable price. You'll get top channels like MTV, VH1, AMC, Discovery, BET, and more, plus the entire AMC Plus library, all for just $28 a month. Watch Philo with your laptop, tablet, phone, or TV, and stream on up to 3 devices at once. Create multiple profiles, so you'll never have to fight over what to watch again. And you'll get an unlimited DVR, so you can save all your favorite shows and movies for up to a year. This season of Drag Race is pouring on the twists, and Philo is bringing it to you for an unbeatable price. So get ready for the splashiest extravaganza yet, and start watching the new season of RuPaul's Drag Race live on MTV with Philo today. Visit philo.tv to get started. That's PHILO.TV.
Page 1 of the local news is a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Small earthquake this morning, little 3.0 earthquake with an epicenter near... It was about 10 miles south-southwest of Salton City, and it was about 6 o'clock this morning, 6:03 to be exact. A little 3.0 shaker. And second time, not a charm, a 28-year-old Kxo man is in jail after trying to cash a fraudulent check. Here's George Gale.
Kxo police responded to a local check cashing business last Thursday. A business told officers that a man was attempting to cash another bad check. Officers were told that the man had successfully cashed a fraudulent check for over $1,100 just a few days earlier. Officers identified Andrew Leva as the suspect. Leva was found with several modified checks and a concealed replica firearm. Leva was arrested and booked into county jail for check fraud. The investigation is ongoing. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
And the Ivy Food Bank announces a special day. It is Community Connect Day today. It'll be held at the Camarena Memorial Library in Calexico from 10 a.m. until 12 noon. Local agencies will come together to provide valuable on-site information and assistance to community members. The event is designed to enrich lives and strengthen community bonds. KXO News Time, 7:41.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
Border Patrol arrests a man wanted by Interpol. Here's George Gale with the details.
It happened earlier this month near Dulsura. A Border Patrol agent was patrolling north of the international border. He stopped a suspicious SUV on Highway 94 and conducted an immigration inspection. Agent discovered 2 passengers in the vehicle were in the U.S. illegally. A driver and the passengers were transported to a nearby Border Patrol station. At the station, a records check determined that the driver of the SUV was a citizen of Spain. It further revealed that he was wanted by the International Criminal Police Organization, or Interpol, and that he was also in the U.S. illegally. It was further discovered a man was the subject of an Interpol red notice. That is a request for police worldwide to locate and arrest the 44-year-old suspect. Due to the red notice, he was being sought by the U.S. Marshals and Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Driver and the 2 passengers were processed, and Interpol was notified. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And we have an update on weekend fatal injury collision. It occurred early Saturday morning on westbound Interstate 8 at about a mile from Highway 98. A wrong-way vehicle caused the collision. The California Highway Patrol say a 2025 Honda was traveling eastbound in the westbound lanes. The preliminary investigation indicates the Honda hit the side of a Chevrolet SUV, which pushed the Honda into the path of a Freightliner. The semi and Honda collided head-on. The small car burst into flames, and the driver suffered fatal injuries and was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the SUV suffered minor injuries. The truck driver was not injured. The incident remains under investigation. No names have been released. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news has been a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. There are 3 locations in the valley. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. Don't forget about their mobile service. The vans come to you wherever you are in the valley. El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers.
Hey, Imperial Valley, looking for a one-stop shop for your hair, nails, and tattoos? 90s Hair Studio, Imperial Electric Tattoo Studio, and Yaya's Nails, all located in one place. Having you look and feeling your best. Grand opening celebration Saturday, January 18th. Enjoy food, raffles, and live music. 90s Hair Studio, Imperial Electric Tattoo Studio, and Yaya's Nails is your one-stop style shop. Don't miss the grand opening January 18th, 11 to 3, located at 116 South Imperial Avenue, Suite A in Imperial, right across from the Johnny's Burritos.
Local news, page 2, and the weather, all brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in town. Don't forget, it's the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can bring the family, meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Nyland suspect arraigned. Here's George Gale.
22-year-old Jovan Herrero was arraigned on 1 count of murder recently. He is suspected of fatally stabbing 28-year-old Nicholas Spence in Calipatria earlier this month. In court, the suspect was advised of his rights and the charge against him. 25-year-old Xochitl Rendon was also in court with Herrero. She's charged as an accessory after the fact. Both Herrero and Rendon are residents of Nyland. District Attorney's Office says Herrero could face additional charges as well. He is currently in jail with bail set at $1 million. Rendon is also in county jail. Her bail is at $50,000. Rendon is expected to be back in court later this month. Herrero's next court date will be in early February. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
City of El Centro says the Imperial Avenue Complete Draft Plan is ready for community review. The plan provides recommendations for improving safety and access along Imperial Avenue for all modes of transportation. That includes pedestrians, bicyclists, families with strollers, individuals with limited mobility using walkers and wheelchairs, and motorists as well. The draft plan and a brief overview are available for community review at the City of El Centro website. Community members can provide comments via email, and it's funded through a grant from the Caltrans Sustainable Planning Program. The plan will redesign Imperial Avenue from Adams Avenue to Threshold Road. The final plan is expected to be completed by February. And let's see, we have El Centro Mardi Gras, King and Queen. Here's George Gale.
They will be crowned tomorrow. It was recently announced that Edward Singh and Martha Cardenas Singh had been named King and Queen of the El Centro Mardi Gras. The coronation ceremony was part of the next chamber mixer. That will be tomorrow at the El Centro City Hall courtyard. The event will run from 6 to 8 p.m. The King and Queen will also oversee Mardi Gras parade and street fair on February 22nd. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
2025 Stone of Hope Awards. They will be a part of the Martin Luther King Jr. Luncheon. That'll be held January 25th at Prestige Event Center on Yorman Road. It'll start at 12 noon. Stone of Hope is from Martin Luther King Jr.'s famous I Had a Dream speech. Every year, the award is presented to deserving community members. This year's recipients are Melissa Martinez, Ana Sodora Garcia, Patricia Georgia Arena, Mary Helen Dolente, Carmina Ramirez, Hugo Ortega, Angelita Bowman, Christine Foster Fortune, and the keynote speaker of the event will be James L. Germany. And the third annual Holtville Rib Cook-Off, it'll be happening. It's a fundraiser to benefit the Holtville Booster Club. The event this year will be held January 25th at 5th Street and Cedar. Gates open at 10 a.m. the day of the event. Teams will prepare 4,500 ribs along with the favorite side dishes. Teams will be competing for first, second, and third place and People's Choice Awards. Beverages will be available for all ages, and the headline entertainment will be Safety Orange at the 5th Street venue stage. 100% of the rib sales go to the Holtville Booster Club, and the awards presentation will be at the end of the event and before the after party. KXO Local News Time, 7:49. We'll take a look at weather next.
Happy New Year from Burgers and Beer with happy hour every day from 3 to 6. Get drink specials all day like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. For January specials, enjoy an espresso martini or a refreshing Coors Light. And don't miss out on our Red Hot Caesar salad or our seasonal dessert triple berry crumble cake. Burgers and Beer proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Open daily starting at 9. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
The National Weather Service says overall quiet weather conditions will continue over the next couple of days, with temperatures warming to slightly above normal. A weak weather system will then pass through the region later Thursday into Friday, bringing increased clouds and cooler temperatures starting on Friday. The weather pattern over the weekend into early next week will allow for even colder conditions, with below normal temperatures turning by Monday. 67 the high in the valley yesterday, the overnight low in the Mulberry District at 30. For Imperial County Airport, the low 36. It will be sunny today with a high near 70. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 41. West wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast. Thursday, sunny with a high near 71. North-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. 39 degrees, 38% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at about 5 miles an hour. Air quality good throughout the valley. Local news, page 2, and the weather brought to you by Burgers and Beer. Serving the best burgers in town. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour every day, 3 till 6 p.m. The Peanut Patch in Yuma invites you to stop by and see what it's all about. The Peanut Patch, homemade candy, special treats like English toffee. How about chocolate-covered raisins? So much more. Pecan turtles made from a special family recipe. Homemade chocolates at the Peanut Patch. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Google the Peanut Patch and see what they have. Better yet, stop by the Peanut Patch. Again, Google thepeanutpatch.com. Get directions to the Peanut Patch in Yuma and schedule a tour. They're doing free tours every Tuesday and Fridays at 10 a.m. Yuma time through the end of February. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great way to spend some time. You could spend a whole day there and not see everything. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. Find them on the web at thepeanutpatch.com. And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Baseball, softball season just around the corner, and umpires are needed for high school games. The Imperial Valley Officials Association baseball and softball umpires will meet this evening. They're looking for men and women who want to get involved. You played the game, right? Okay. Give back to the game. Stay involved in the game. Become an official. Have some fun. Get the best seat in the house and get paid for it. The meeting this evening, 5:30, Trailer 10, on the campus of Central Union High School. That's on the Holt Street side of the campus. And again, that meeting at 5:30 this evening. NBA action last night, it was the Cavaliers over the Pacers, 127-117. Thunder topped the 76ers 118-102. Hawks beat the Suns 122-117. Pelicans over the Bulls 119-113. Bucks beat up on the Kings 130-115. Nuggets, they pounded the Mavericks 118-99, and the Nets, 132. The Trailblazers 114.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, from Melbourne down under, Coco Golf stretched her unbeaten start to 2025 to 7 matches and 14 sets. Moving into the third round of the Australian Open, Novak Djokovic added yet another record to his lengthy list Wednesday at the Australian Open. Yeah, it's tomorrow already, yesterday. Djokovic passed Roger Federer for the most singles major matches played in the Open era, reaching 430. Don't forget, we've got football, Saturday doubleheader, Sunday doubleheader, the divisional playoffs. Texans and the Chiefs at 1 o'clock Saturday, followed by the Commanders and the Lions. Sunday, it's the Rams and the Eagles, and we'll follow that with the Ravens and the Bills. It's NFL football on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Stocks are rallying today after an encouraging inflation report and blockbuster profits for some of America's biggest banks. Stocks started the day much higher, and they're holding right there. We believe the market will be encouraged by the decrease in core inflation, which should alleviate some of the pressure on stock and bond markets, both of which have had poor starts to the year on inflation fears and concerns. The Federal Reserve would not only stop cutting interest rates, but could even reverse course and begin raising them. That, according to Chris Zaccarelli, Chief Investment Officer at Northlight Asset Management Group. Robust bank earnings are what's pushing the market. J.P. Morgan Chase, a record annual profit of $58.5 billion. Goldman Sachs posted strong earnings. Citibank posting a $2.9 billion profit for the fourth quarter. Things are going well in the banking industry. Pharmacy benefit managers, which serve as the middlemen between drug makers, insurers, and pharmacies, reaped $7.3 billion in revenue from marking up the prices of dozens of specialty generic drugs between 2017 and 2022. That, according to the Federal Trade Commission. The report issued yesterday. The practice came at a time when spending on drugs by patients, employers, insurers, and others rose significantly. The market continues to boom. Lots of green. The Dow right now up 652 points at 43,170. The S&P 500 up 95 points at 59.37. The NASDAQ up 405 points at 19,449. Gold up $19.20 an ounce. Oil up $1.51 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 70. West wind about 5 miles an hour, then turning out of the north this afternoon. Tonight will be clear, a low around 40. West wind 5 miles an hour, become east-northeast. Thursday, sunny with a high near 71. North-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. We are looking at 41 degrees. 36% relative humidity. Wind coming out of the west at 3 to 5 miles an hour. Air quality is good throughout the Imperial Valley. This financial news update and a brief look at the weather, all brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal Service, the only postal box service in the Valley that offers 24 hours a day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
Oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile Business Advantage.
I'm Steve Kathan. Another day on edge in Southern California with fires burning in the LA area and strong winds forecast. CBS's Rob Marciano.
Critical fire danger in effect again today from almost all the way from Santa Barbara down to San Diego with dangerously low levels of humidity. I mean, it is so dry this area. Obviously, the vegetation is drawn edge because of that.
The Los Angeles Times, citing memos, reports fire officials made the critical decision to forego calling in extra firefighters to the Palisades before that big fire broke out. In similar wind events, additional crews had been deployed. Senate confirmation hearings this morning for key Trump cabinet picks. Florida's Pam Bondi is in line to be Attorney General.
Nothing has impacted my career more than my experience as a state prosecutor, because I got to know and still keep in touch with many victims and their families.
And Florida Senator Marco Rubio, the choice for Secretary of State.
Strong America engaged in the world, but guided by a clear objective to promote peace abroad and security and prosperity here at home. That is the promise that President Trump was elected to keep.
CIA pick John Ratcliffe is also facing senators. Federal regulators are banning red dye number 3 from the food and drug supply. It's found in some candies, pastries, and other processed foods. It comes nearly 35 years after it was removed from cosmetics because of a potential cancer risk. Even while a ceasefire deal is being hammered out, Israel continues airstrikes in Gaza. And CBS's Cammie McCormick reports not everyone in Israel is happy about the current agreements on the table.
It's time for a deal that includes everybody.
Even while Hamas and Israel appear to be at the closest point yet to sealing a deal, the relatives of hostages held in Gaza are worried it only guarantees the release of some of their loved ones.
This is unacceptable.
Shay Dickman, whose cousin was killed in captivity, objects to the deal being done in phases.
We don't want more hostages left behind, and we don't want to hear about more hostages being killed in captivity.
A third of the 100 hostages still held in Gaza are believed to be dead.
The latest look at inflation out this morning from the government. CBS's Jill Schlesinger with the highlight from the reports on the Consumer Price Index.
The core CPI is up 3.2% from a year ago, and that's a little bit better than expected, 0.1% better than we were in November, and 0.1% better than expectations.
And look at Wall Street. Right now, the Dow is up 645 points. The NASDAQ is up 400 points. This is CBS News.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. Get the savings you want on America's largest 5G network. Visit T-Mobile.com/choice55 and start saving today.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling your entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Big-name musicians appear ready to step up in a major event that's being organized for Southern California fire victims.
It's the edge of the world in all of Western civilization.
A concert is reportedly being planned featuring 24 California-based music acts to raise money for the wildfire victims. He says Live Nation is organizing Fire Aid. The plan is to hold it at the new Intuit Dome in Inglewood later this month, but the venue could shift down the street to the larger Kia Forum. The lineup has yet to be announced. TMZ says more than 50 artists have expressed interest. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
One photo from the fire zone shows an undamaged 1977 Volkswagen van surrounded by destruction on all sides. A surf and skateboard designer owns it. She left it there to surf and thought it had been destroyed. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.